They were not the most famous warships in Japan's navy, but in the 1920s, the Minekaze-class destroyers were among the fastest in the world. The Minekaze-class was Japan's first major destroyer design after the First World War. They were built for one main purpose: speed. Powered by steam turbines producing over 38,000 horsepower, these ships could reach speeds of 39 knots. That is about 72 kilometers per hour. At the time, that made them faster than almost every other destroyer on Earth. They were originally designed to escort a new generation of fast Japanese battlecruisers called the Amagi class, but those large ships were canceled under the Washington Naval Treaty. That left the Minekaze class without their intended role. Still, Japan's navy found a place for them. They were large for their time, around 1,366 tons in weight and over 100 meters long. Their main weapons included 420mm guns and 6 torpedo tubes. This was impressive when they launched in the early 1920s, but quickly became outdated as newer, heavier destroyers entered service. By the time Japan went to war with the United States in 1941, the Minekaze class was already considered obsolete. But instead of scrapping them, Japan repurposed these ships for support roles. Many were converted into patrol ships or convoy escorts. Some were fitted with anti-submarine equipment, such as sonar and depth charge throwers. Others were modified into fast transports, removing their torpedoes to carry supplies or troops. They became especially important during the Solomon Islands campaign. These destroyers took part in the so-called Tokyo Express, a series of nighttime missions delivering supplies to Japanese forces under the cover of darkness. Their high speed allowed them to race in and out before Allied aircraft or warships could react. At first, their speed helped them survive. They were difficult targets for early submarines, and they could escape many threats. But that did not last. As the war went on, the Allies improved their radar, aircraft, and submarines. The Minekaze-class ships had little armor, poor anti-aircraft defenses, and no radar of their own. By 1943, these weaknesses became deadly. Many were sunk while escorting convoys. Others were lost in combat or air raids. American submarines like the USS Wahoo and the USS Harder sank several of them. Out of the 15 ships built, only one survived the war. The rest were destroyed, not because they were badly designed, but because they belonged to a different era. The Minekaze-class destroyers were built for a kind of naval warfare that no longer existed by the mid-1940s. They were fast and aggressive, but could not survive the modern battlefield. Even so, these ships played a vital role in the early years of the Pacific War. They delivered troops, scouted ahead, and protected convoys during some of the war's most dangerous operations. They were never the biggest, the strongest, or the most advanced, but they were fast. And for a while, that was enough. The Minekaze-class destroyers served longer than anyone expected. They ran until they could run no more. Want to know more? Check the bio description for links to my ebooks, or search for Adrian Langsford on Amazon.